Welcome back to The Price of Business. I'm your host, Kevin Price, talking to you about you and your business. Going to talk to Bob Moher, and he is with a great company. Kind of interesting, cool project, in my opinion. Comedy for the Fund of It is what it's called. DoorToDoorComedy.com is the company, and innovative ways to help businesses raise money and have a good time while doing it. Welcome to the program, Bob.
Thank you, Kevin.
Kind of tell us real quickly your elevator speech. Kind of give us an overview of what your company's all about, and particularly the fundraising angle.
Well, what we are is a group of 5 clean stand-up comedians. We were looking for ways to perform our art, but we found that a lot of the comedy clubs were not exactly, conducive to clean comedy, so we started our own thing, and we've been touring around and doing shows like that. One of the things that happened is that you start getting requests to do fundraisers for nonprofit organizations, and I didn't know what to charge them. You know, out of your heart, you want to do it for free, but if it's 200 miles away, you can't keep doing that forever. So, with that thought in mind, the idea of doing a show where instead of doing one organization at a time and they have to pay for a venue and they have to pay for the comedian and they have to pay for the promotion and they have to pay for this and that. And
right, all the overhead, yeah.
Right. We said, well, what we'll do is we'll do one show and allow all these nonprofits to plug into that show for free, and in return, they will get 50% of the ticket price back for helping promote the show, which is a major issue for us, someone locally to help promote the show.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's fantastic. That's a great idea. And the fact that you are clean means that, afterward, when they take your picture, you won't smell too bad. So that's really good. I like, you meant the language was clean. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm a little slow about that. No, I think that's a great idea, Bob.
Well, it worked out. We threw a show together, and I mean threw it together in about 30 days to see if the concept would work. We had over 36 nonprofit organizations jump in, and it worked out just fine. So we started expanding. We're going into other counties and going from there. So
what kind of venues do you do it in?
Well, the YMCA sponsored our last show, and it was it's called an event center. So it seats up to 800, and we did 3 different shows. I won't tell you we cleaned up on 3 different shows, but we had the opportunity there.
Mm-hmm. And 800 people, that's a pretty good crowd. I mean, you gotta like that. So what do you see happening in the future in terms of your projected growth?
Well, I see that it's, we try to make this to where anybody can plug into it as kind of an effortless opportunity, whether it be their main fundraiser for the year or just something to supplement. So we've got organizations, anything from, it could be the local PTA to the American Red Cross. Any organization can plug in. It's up to them how well they want to promote it, how much they're going to put into it. So right now what we're doing is we are expanding county by county. We've booked McMullen County, and we have interest in a couple other counties right now.
Do you all, and by the way, what state is that? I have no idea what state you're in. You could be in Timbuktu.
Oh, well, I'm in San Antonio, Texas.
San Antonio, Texas. So you're not that far from Houston.
No, we go to Houston all the time.
So do all 5 of you perform at these events? Usually, but not necessarily. So if other parts of the country wanted you, 1 or 2 of you could go.
Exactly. We'll try to bring at least 3 to 5 clean stand-up comedians, because if you don't like one, you're bound to like the other 2.
Right, there you go. Or hopefully you'll like one of them. Yeah, absolutely. Exactly. So that's kind of cool. I like that. And how many of these now have you done? It sounds like you're just getting started.
We are just getting started. We pushed the button launching the website, Comedy for the Fund, FUND.com. We pushed that button on midnight of 2013. And had the first show February the 9th. That went so well, we're doing another one in Bexar County, which is San Antonio. We're doing that one on August the 31st, and then we've got a show in McMullen County, which is a small county. Just booked that for June the 8th, but we have interest in several others that we just talked to this week.
Awesome. So do you have an event coming up in the Houston area?
No, we definitely are looking at venues there. That's the only thing that kind of controls where and when we can do things is the cost of the venue. We don't. I've got the comedians we're taking care of where they'll get their money from their half of the ticket price and split that up. But the venues themselves are what we need help with.
Okay. And you talked about the YMCA. Are there venues? Would you prefer to do it in a comedy-type venue, or do you really care as long as it's a good venue?
It's better indoors. Comedy doesn't work outdoors. We have requests to do that, but it's just not a good thing. So we are a little selective as to what venue. We want it to be a good quality show. We want people to have free parking. We want hopefully have food and beverage available for them. So some things like that.
Okay. And again, the size of the venue would depend on the number of organizations involved in the marketing they're willing to do.
Right. Well, we can do multiple shows. We can do 3 shows in a day. So the venue size is not the main determiner. It's more the quality of the venue that we want people to have a great experience. Okay.
And you know what? If you want to learn more about this, which website would you prefer them to go to?
If they want to know about the comedians, that's going to be doortodoorcomedy.com, and 2 is spelled out, doortodoorcomedy.com. And the actual shows that we're really focusing now, Comedy for the Fund of It shows, are at comedyforthefund, FUND.com.
All right, comedyforthefund.com. And you want to learn more about the comedians themselves, you can go to doortodoorcomedy.com. And your next venue is in the San Antonio area. What day is that? A lot of people make weekend trips up there over there to San Antonio.
That's going to be Saturday, August the 31st. We're doing 2 shows. We're doing a 5 and a 7 o'clock show in San Antonio.
Yeah, I want to encourage people to check that out. Again, which site should they check out specifically for that show?
I'm sorry.
What site should they look at just for that show?
They should look at the Comedy for the Fund of It site.
All right, Comedy for the Fund of It site, and that's fund, not fun. Make sure you get that right. Hey, I appreciate you being with us.
It's my pleasure, Kevin.
Enjoyed it, Bob, and good luck. Keep me posted on your progress. If you got an event here in Houston, let me know, and we'll see what we can do to help you with that.
That sounds super. I appreciate it, Kevin.
You bet. All right. When we come back, we're going to have much, much more for you. By the way, you got an organization that's geared towards nonprofits, helping nonprofit organizations innovatively raise money, like what Bob does with comedyforthefundofit.com. I'd love to hear from you. Let me know about that. Info at usabusinessradio.com. That's info at usabusinessradio.com. Do want to remind you, best content here, it shows up over there at usdailyreview.com. While you're there, like it on Facebook, follow it on Twitter. Also, spread the word to others. The best way to help alternative media grow is by people just spreading the word on it. Make sure you do that while you're there. I'm Kevin Price. Stay tuned for more right after this on The Price of Business.